Hi everyone, my name is Vera Serenita. I'm a student of University of Tanjung Pura. In this video, we will talk about risk management and worker protection. Risk management involves responsibilities to consider physical, human, and financial factors to protect organizational and individual interests. Its scope can range from workplace safety and health to disaster preparation. Next, there is worker protection, which is an employment protection refers both to regulations concerning hiring and firing. Both risk management and worker protection are related to prevent the risk in the workplace and protect the workers. There is a YouTube video given by the lecturer, and from the video I've got the information of risk management where there are 4 components of it, namely A. Workplace safety and health. In workplace, safety is a condition in which the physical well-being of people is protected in, and health is a general state of physical well-being of people is protected. B. Employee health or wellness promotion. Employee health is promoted by employers at several levels to improve organizational operations and individual employee productivity. C. Workplace and worker security. Security of workplace is important to protect the workers, particularly as the frequency of workplace violence increases. D. Disaster preparation and recovery planning. Disaster preparation and recovery planning have grown as important as our concerns. A disaster recovery plan is a comprehensive statement of consistent actions to be taken before, during, and after a disaster. The plan should be documented and tested to ensure the continuity of operation and availability of critical resources in the event of a disaster. The 3 major legal areas affecting safety and health are: first, workers' compensation. Workers' compensation coverage has been expanded in many states to include emotional impairment that may have resulted from physical injury as well as job-related strain, stress, anxiety, and pressure. Second, Americans with Disabilities Act and safety issues. Health and safety record-keeping practices have been affected by an ADA provision that requires all medical-related information to be maintained separately from all other confidential files. Specific access restrictions and security procedures must be adopted for medical records of all types, including employee medical benefits claims and treatment records. HR professionals understand that ADA guidelines as they affect physical disabilities. Third, child labor laws. Safety concerns are reflected in restrictions affecting younger workers, especially those under the age of 18. These laws, found in Section 7 of the Fair Labor Standards Act, or FLSA, set the minimum age for most employment at 16 years old. For hazardous occupations, 18 years old is the minimum. There are 2 basic ones of some provisions that have been recognized as key to employers' responsibility to comply with OSHA, namely, general duty, which is the act requires that the employer has a general duty to provide safe and healthy working conditions, even in areas where OSHA standards have not been set. Next, notification and posters, where employers are required to inform their employees of safety and health standards established by OSHA. Also, OSHA posters must be displayed in a prominent locations in workplace. The necessary components about managing safety effectively and reducing accidents are: A. Organizational commitment. Organizational commitment is to comprehensive safety effort that should be coordinated at the top level of management and include all members of the organization. It also should be reflected in managerial actions. B. Policies, discipline, and record keeping. Designing safety policies and rules and disciplining violators are important components of safety efforts. Frequently reinforcing the need for safe behavior and frequently supplying feedback on positive safety practices are also effective ways to improve the worker safety. C. Training and communication. Safety training involving behavioral modeling, lots of practice, and dialogue is most effective. Safety training can be done in various ways. Regular sessions with supervisors, managers, and employees are often coordinated by HR staff members. Communication of safety procedures, reason why accident occurred, and what to do in an emergency is critical. Without effective communication about safety, training is insufficient. D. Participation safety committees. A safety committee generally meets at regularly scheduled times, has specific responsibilities for conducting safety reviews, and makes recommendations for changes necessary to avoid future accidents. Usually, at least one member of the committee comes from the HR department. E. Inspection, investigation, and evaluation. The phases of accident investigation are identifying why an accident occurred is useful. Taking steps to prevent similar accidents from occurring is even more important. Types of security management as HR managers' responsibility for security program are: A. Security audit. In a security audit, HR staff conduct a comprehensive review of organizational security, sometimes called a vulnerability analysis. Such an audit uses managers inside the organization and outsiders. B. Controller access. A key part of security involves controlling access to the physical facilities of the organization. Many workplace homicides occur during robberies. Therefore, employees who are most vulnerable, such as taxi drivers and convenience store clerks, can be provided bulletproof partitions and restricted access areas. C. Violence training. Managers, HR staff members, supervisors, and employees should be trained on how to recognize the signs of a potentially violent employee and what to do when violence occurs. There are key practices for dealing with older workers, namely: first, preventing slips and falls; second, eliminating repetitive stress and heavy lifting; third, using ergonomically sound workspace; fourth, emphasizing driver safety; and lastly, providing means for healthy gradual transition back to work. The components of disaster planning are organizational assessment. Organizational assessment includes establishing a disaster planning team, often composed of representatives from HR, security, information technology, operations, and other areas. Next, human impact planning. A number of areas are part of human impact planning, including items such as having backup database for numerous company details, along with employee contact information. Next, disaster planning. All of the planning efforts may be wasted if managers and employees are not trained on what to do when disaster occurs. This training covers a wide range of topics, including first aid or CPR, hazardous materials containment, disaster escape means, employers' contact methods, and organizational restoration efforts.